Hello, and a warm welcome back to Podcast English Learning, the place where your English journey becomes exciting and real. I'm Emily, and I'm Paul, thrilled to be with all of you again today. Today's episode, it's a special one. We're diving into something that connects us all. Feelings. Yes, feelings. Whether you're happy, sad, nervous, or just a little excited, we all experience them. And learning how to talk about these emotions in English, that's a powerful step forward in your language journey. But before we get started, a quick reminder. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to subscribe to Podcast English Learning, hit that like button, and share this episode with a friend who's learning English too. Let's grow together. It truly means the world to us when you share your thoughts. So keep those comments coming. All right, Paul, let's dive into a very real question. Why is it so important to talk about how we feel? Sometimes it's hard, right? Oh yes, Emily, it absolutely can be. But talking about our emotions is one of the best things we can do for our mental well-being. It's like opening a window and letting some fresh air in, releasing what's been building up inside. That's so true. When we bottle things up, it only gets heavier. But when we express our feelings, we communicate better. Exactly. If I say, I'm feeling happy today, it helps you understand me more clearly. And that simple moment can bring people closer together. And of course, talking about how we feel doesn't just help our minds, it strengthens our relationships too, with friends, with family. It creates deeper connection. Totally. I mean, imagine this. I'm feeling a little sad, and I tell a friend, I'm feeling sad today. That opens a door for kindness. My friend might say, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk? It's like building a tiny bridge between two hearts. I love how you said that, Emily. Talking about feelings is good for our mental health, good for understanding each other, and honestly, it's good for the soul. Now, for all of our amazing English learners out there, let's go through some basic emotion words. These are simple, everyday words that you'll hear all the time. Let's begin with an easy one. Happy, when you're smiling, laughing, and enjoying the moment. You're feeling happy. Like right now, I'm honestly feeling happy just chatting with you, Emily. Same here, Paul. Next up is sad. This is when you feel a little down, maybe even cry. Like when it rains all day and you really wanted to go outside. Yeah, that's a sad kind of day. Then there's angry. This is when something frustrates you and you feel hot inside. Like when you miss the bus by just a minute. So frustrating. Next is tired. That's how you feel when your energy is low. Honestly, after a full day of podcasting, I definitely feel a bit tired. And don't forget excited. That bubbling feeling when something amazing is coming, like a holiday or birthday. So fun. And of course, scared. That jumpy, nervous feeling you get when watching a spooky movie or hearing a strange noise at night. Oh, and one last word for our basic emotions list. Nervous. That's the feeling you get before a big exam or speaking in front of a crowd. I still remember being nervous before my very first podcast. But now, I feel happy doing this with you. See? Practice really does make it easier. Now here's a super helpful tip for all of you. Let's talk about the difference between I feel and I am when describing emotions. Great point, Paul. Both are correct and both are used all the time in English. You can say, I feel tired or I am tired. They mean exactly the same thing. That's right. It just depends on what you're more comfortable with. So whether you say, I feel happy or I am happy, you're doing it right. Great advice, Emily. Don't stress too much. Just choose one and keep practicing. Now let's explore some more detailed emotions to help you express yourself even better. First up, frustrated. This is what you feel when you're trying so hard to do something, but nothing is going right. Like putting together furniture with confusing instructions. So frustrating. Next is overwhelmed. This happens when there's just too much going on, too many tasks, too much pressure. Many students feel this way during exam season. Let's make your feelings more expressive. Say, a bit sad, just a little down, like dropping your ice cream. Completely devastated, very heartbroken, like losing something precious. A little nervous versus extremely anxious. Use words like a bit, really, completely, or extremely to show how strong your emotions are. Simple words, big impact. It's like being nervous but stronger. You're worried, maybe even before something happens, like a job interview. Your stomach might feel strange. Totally normal. Now a positive one, proud. You feel this when you or someone you care about does something great, like finishing a big project or when your child learns to ride a bike. Next, lonely, feeling alone, even when people are around, confident, believing in yourself, and finally disappointed, like when your favorite team loses. Oof, that stings. Using words like a bit really or extremely adds color and emotion to your English. It makes your sentences come alive. Now let's have a little fun with some English idioms about feelings. Idioms are expressions where the meaning isn't always obvious from the individual words, but they're used all the time by native speakers. I love idioms. They make your English sound so natural and expressive. Let's start with a joyful one. I'm on cloud nine. It means you're extremely happy, like floating in the sky. My vacation starts tomorrow. I'm on cloud nine. That's pure joy. Next up, I'm feeling under the weather. No, it doesn't mean you're standing in the rain. It means you're not feeling well, maybe a little sick, like you've caught a cold. I can't make it to the party tonight. I'm feeling under the weather. It's a gentle, polite way to say you're unwell. Here's a more emotional one. He's walking on eggshells. This means someone is being very careful not to upset another person, usually someone who's easily irritated. She was so angry earlier. Now everyone's walking on eggshells around her. And finally, it broke my heart. This is used when something makes you very sad or deeply disappointed. When my dog ran away, it broke my heart. Oh no, that's heartbreaking. These idioms may take some time to remember, but hearing them, saying them, and using them in conversation will help them stick. So now that you've learned how to talk about your own feelings, here comes another important step. How do we ask others how they're feeling? Because when you ask someone about their emotions, you're showing that you care, and that's powerful. The most common question is, of course, how are you? But sometimes people just answer with a polite, I'm fine, even if they're not feeling fine at all. So if you want to go deeper and truly connect, try asking, how are you really feeling? This shows that you're not just making small talk, you genuinely want to know. Another great one is, do you want to talk about it? This question is gentle. It opens the door, but doesn't push. The other person can choose to share if they feel ready. And here's another favorite. Is something on your mind? This phrase is perfect when someone looks distracted or troubled. It means, are you thinking about something difficult? Are you worried? These are all kind, thoughtful ways to check in on someone. But what do we say after they open up and tell us how they feel? This is where empathy comes in. Empathy means you understand, or try to understand, what someone else is going through. For example, if someone says, "I feel really sad today," you could respond, "That must be really hard." It shows compassion and emotional support. Or simply, "I understand how you feel." Even if you haven't been in the exact same situation, it tells them, you're not alone. Another powerful phrase is, "I'm here for you." It's short but deeply meaningful. It says, "I've got your back." And don't forget this one. Thanks for sharing that with me. Because when someone opens up, it takes courage. By saying this, you show respect and appreciation, and you encourage trust. These little phrases can build big connections, and that's what language is really all about. All right, Emily, how about we put all these new emotion words into real-life situations? That way, our learners can really see how to use them naturally. Great idea, Paul. Let's imagine a few everyday moments where expressing emotions in English can be super helpful. Okay, let's start with a bad day at work. We've all been there. So true. After a long, rough day, you might say, "I'm feeling really tired and a little frustrated. My computer was acting up and I had way too many meetings." Ugh, totally relatable. Or maybe, "I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed after all that back-to-back work today." That's perfect. Now let's flip it. What about a moment of pure excitement, like when you're looking forward to something? Oh, that one's easy. You could say, "I'm so excited for my vacation next week. I've been counting the days." Or even, "I'm on cloud nine thinking about the concert tomorrow. I can't wait." I love that. Now let's get into more emotional territory. Say you've just gone through a tough breakup or a major letdown. That's hard, but also a very real situation. You might say, "I'm really sad about the breakup. It honestly broke my heart." Or, "I'm feeling disappointed the project didn't turn out the way I hoped." Using the right emotional vocabulary in these situations helps you express yourself more clearly and makes your English sound much more natural. Absolutely. And it's okay to practice this out loud, even just in your head. The more you use these words, the more confident you'll feel. Let's also talk about expressing emotions in the workplace. Yes, because sometimes it's hard to be honest about how we're feeling, especially in a professional setting. If you're reaching your limit, one good phrase is, "I'm feeling a bit burned out." That means you're emotionally and mentally exhausted from too much work, like a candle that's burned all the way down. And if you need a short break to recover mentally, you can say, "I think I need a quick mental break." That shows you're taking care of your mind, which is so important. And these phrases are respectful and professional if you're talking to a manager or coworker. Definitely. Now here's something really interesting. Emotions and culture. Oh yes, this part is fascinating. In some cultures, people don't often talk openly about how they feel. They keep things private, even with close friends or family. Exactly. But in other cultures, especially in English-speaking countries, sharing your emotions is not only accepted, it's often encouraged. Being able to say, "I feel sad," or "I'm proud of myself," shows honesty and builds trust in relationships. So when you're learning how to talk about feelings in English, you're also learning about the culture behind the language. It's more than grammar, it's about how people connect. That's why we always say, don't be afraid to try. Learning to express yourself emotionally is a skill, just like learning new vocabulary or grammar rules. All right, Emily, Before we wrap up, let's leave our listeners with some practical tips to build their emotional vocabulary. Tip number 1, start a feelings journal in English. Every day, write 1 or 2 sentences like, "Today I feel happy because I had lunch with a friend." Or, "Today I feel a little tired because I stayed up late studying." That's a fantastic way to practice. Not only vocabulary, but also sentence structure. And tip number 2, try describing your whole day using emotional language. Instead of just saying, "My day was good," try, "My day started out stressful, but by the end, I felt really proud of what I accomplished." The more you practice using feeling words in context, the more natural it becomes. And remember, it's totally okay to make mistakes. That's part of learning. Exactly. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Learning how to express your feelings is a journey, in English and in life. And we're honestly so proud of everyone listening today. You're taking real steps toward better communication, stronger connections, and more confident English. That brings us to the end of today's episode on Podcast English Learning. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with a friend, and leave us a comment below. We'd love to know, how are you feeling today? Or tell us about a moment when you felt super excited. We can't wait to hear your stories. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep practicing your English. Bye-bye for now.